A telephone mix-up. By tomorrow afternoon, there will be 8 telephones right here in Centerburg, Ohio, and one of them will be ours. Dr. Erickson said to his daughter, Meg, I predict that before this decade is over, in just another 5 years, there could be 100. That's how fast I foresee this technology will spread. When people need help, they'll call me on the telephone. Envision how many lives it will save. Picture all of the amazing benefits. Meg realized that not everyone thought the telephone was an engineering marvel. She had heard people say that telephones were a useless invention. A few others felt the newfangled machine would open up a Pandora's box of troubles, causing people to stop visiting each other and writing letters. Despite the concerns of some people, progress marched on. Just weeks earlier, Centerburg's first telephone had been installed in Mr. Kane's general store. Another was put in at the hotel, and yet another at the newspaper office. Mrs. Kane was the town's first switchboard operator, directing incoming calls to the correct lines. The next morning, Meg wrote October 9, 1905, on top of her slate with chalk while she squirmed in her seat, wishing that the long school day was over. Walking home that afternoon, Meg scouted the street, looking for the tall wooden poles that were going up weekly. Thick wire linked one pole to another, and Meg imagined how each wire would carry the words of friends and neighbors, their conversations zipping over the lines, bringing news, birthday wishes, and party invitations. As Meg hurried into the house, she let the screen door slam shut behind her. There on the wall was the gleaming wooden telephone box, with its heavy black receiver on a hook. Her father was smiling broadly while tinkering with the shiny brass bells on top. Isn't it a beauty? He asked. Have you ever seen such magnificence? Suddenly, the telephone jangled loudly, causing both Ericsons to jump. Meg laughed as her father picked up the receiver and shouted, Yes? Hello? This is the doctor. Again, please, Mrs. Kane. There's too much static. Dr. Erickson shouted. I didn't get the first part. Bad cough? Turner Farm? Can it go, father? Meg asked. Dr. Erickson returned the receiver to the hook. Absolutely, he said, grabbing his medical kit and heading outside where his horse and buggy waited. When they got to the farm, they found Mr. Turner walking toward the barn. Jake, I got here as quick as I could, Dr. Erickson said. Is it Mrs. Turner? Little Emma? You? Jake Turner looked confused, but he gestured them toward the barn. There they found a baby goat curled near its mother. The baby snorted, coughed, and looked miserable. Jake, I'm no vet, said Dr. Erickson. You need Dr. Kerrigan. I was wondering why you showed up instead. I reckon there was a mix-up. Apparently so, Dr. Erickson laughed. When I get back, I'll send Dr. Kerrigan. As years passed, the telephone proved to be very useful to the town of Centerburg, but there was always the occasional mix-up. It became common among the Ericksons to refer to a miscommunication as another sick goat.